So I don't think this retirement thing is really working out for me. Nope, not at all. So guess what? I'm back. Hello everybody, my name is BJ and welcome back to my new unretired single player hardcore world. Well, sort of, we haven't actually created it yet. I need to do that with you all so you can see how it was set up, assuming that this lasts more than one episode anyway, or at least part of an episode. Although I guess if I die in the first episode, I probably won't release this. That would be a very short return to my channel. But anyway, here we are in the main menu. As you can see, we do have Fabric installed, but that is mostly for replay mod and some other optimizations for the game, which makes it a little bit easier to record and stream. So first things first, we need to name the world. So let's get rid of new world here, and let's call this Minecraft Hardcore, and we're gonna call this the Tree Hugger Edition, Season 1, and we'll go into why this is called the Tree Hugger Edition. But first of all, we gotta switch the game mode to Hardcore, of course. And then we do have some data packs that we're going to be installing in this one, and mostly they're around making the game kind of fit the theme. We do have some vanilla tweaks, which are cold black dye. We'll explain why that's useful, and a couple of other stair things. Anti-enderman griefing, because we don't want to have the enderman ripping up our builds. And then a fast leaf decay, which is just going to make building go a little bit more smoothly, and I think it's going to allow the game to go a little bit more quickly. None of these are going to impact my ability to survive, I'm hoping. Next, we're going to go to more world options, and we have to name this one. I always traditionally just name them instead of putting in different seeds. So we're going to start with sus. It's not that suspect of a world, so it's not that sus anyway. But I'm thinking about sustainable or sustainability. That was ability, ATY. That's maybe not. I want to go a little shorter, so let's make this sustainable. Sustainable. There we go, and that will be the seed for this one. I'll put the number in down in the description so you can see what that is as well. But you can type in sustainable, and that'll work. And so let's just create the world. And as soon as we get in here, we're going to be looking around, make sure that we're safe. And we're going to talk a little bit more about what our goal with this series is, what's the point behind it, and why am I calling it the Tree Hugger Edition. All right, before we get going too far here, let's go into options, resource packs. I have my own resource pack that I've been working on for years and years that I've just done some recent updates to, so I want to use that. And then I have a special carrot hunger bar that makes perfect sense for this series, so we're going to use that. And then I do have Iris installed, I believe. No, it's Continuity is the name of the mod for this, and it allows us to do shaders. So let's turn on the shader. There we go, complementary shaders. We're going to be doing that for this series because with sodium and a couple of other mods that are all about stability, this looks awesome, doesn't it? Looks great. All right, while we're out here exploring and looking for trees to chop down, let's go over the rules and the goals of this series. First, we're going to talk about rules, and then we'll talk about goals because they're kind of influenced by the rules a little bit. All right, rule number 1, no meat. That means no chickens, cows, or sheep for a food source. And now this isn't a political statement, even though I was a vegetarian for 20 years. It is because I always start out a new world with a chicken cooker or a cow pen or some other type of meat-based food source. And I kind of wanted to artificially make this a little bit more challenging. And so I thought that would kind of fit into the sustainability thing by not eating meat as a food source. Now that also means that I can't get leather or feathers, or I can get wool because I can use shears for that. But that means if we need things that require leather, I'm going to have to find some other way of getting that leather, or like a book, for instance, or getting a book from somewhere else. We'll have to see how that works out. So one thing I always try to do is mark my spawn point. So I'm just going to take up a couple of these dirt blocks, make myself a little bit of a pillar here so that I know where my spawn point was roughly. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and make all of our tools that we're going to need. And now rule number 2 is must replant all trees. They don't have to be in the same place, and I can wait to replant them later, but I do need to keep track of them. I'll hold saplings for each of the trees that I cut down and put them into a chest that I can replant out of, and do my very best to be able to keep on top of that and make sure the world is replanted. Now, part of the goal of doing this is just part of the whole idea of sustainability, and plus I thought it would be kind of a fun challenge in a hardcore world to continually replant trees, and plus it's just kind of a nice way of going about Minecraft. And rule number 3 is probably going to be one of the harder ones because, again, in terms of artificially sort of changing how I have to play this world, there's no branch or strip mining allowed. Now, I can sort of do like you can do in UHCs if I need to, in terms of up and down to get out of caves and things like that. It's not like I can't mine in a straight line for a little bit, but the idea is that I'm not getting all of my ores and things like that out of these sorts of mines. The intent is not to leave these big scars all over the place and ruin the world. So that means if I need ore, I have to cave for it or find some other source, which is going to play very heavily into this episode. If I need building materials, it's got to come from some sort of redstone contraption like a cobble generator or something like that, or I can get it through digging to support a specific project, like a slime farm or something like that. If I need to dig out a couple of chunks for slime, then of course I can use all those materials for building in the future. But otherwise, no mining in a straight line. Probably gonna need a hoe because I have a lot of wheat to plant, because they can't hurt you, poor sheep. And now rule number 4, villager trading is very important, but it must be humane. Now, in previous series, I've always been a little hard on villagers, admittedly, and they're going to play very importantly because of rule number 3. If I can't go get diamonds very easily, or I'm only getting it through caving, one of the ways that I can get diamond gear, of course, is through trading with villagers. So no one-wide holes where they become these indentured servants coughing up emeralds at the mere tossing of my token items. So we might end up with a trading village or something like that, but we will not be having something like a trading hall / prison in this particular series. And last but not least, rule number 5 is hostile and neutral mobs. Game on. I can do whatever I want with them. I can build the biggest, nastiest, meanest farms. And the key to this one is these neutral mobs. So there are mobs out there that will hurt you if you hurt them. An example might be an iron golem or something like that, which again is going to play very prominently in the rest of this episode. I'm definitely going to be needing some sugarcane. Oh look, there's iron down there. Did I just hear drowned? Oh, there's a drowned right there. Let's not start with that. All right, now that we have the rules out of the way, let's talk really quickly about goals, which should go a little bit more quickly. And so the first goal is don't die. It's pretty self-explanatory in a hardcore world, I think. And the second goal is going to be farms, big farms. So I mentioned not wanting to create these big scars on the world, so we have to be really careful about how these farms are built and where they're going. Now, of course, this is all in good fun, and in some cases, we're going to have to create some farms that do some damage to the environment, but we're going to do our very best to repair it and make it look nice. Goal number 3 is leave the world as I found it, but enhanced. We're not going to be doing any giant clear cutting of areas and then just letting them sit there. So for something like sand, I can't go out into a sand desert and just decimate it for sand. I have to figure out some other way to do that. And goal number 4 is profit. I guess I could do that with some of this copper down in here, but I don't feel like swimming down for the copper. Oh, look, there's a little surface copper. Maybe I can get that. And lastly, goal number 5 is give the animals a nice place to live. And so one of the things we might do with like the cows and the sheep and the chickens is give them some nice pens and something like that, or let them be free range and free roaming, or give them a really large area to enjoy it. We're not going to be stuffing all the chickens into a one wide space and taking their stuff from them. Although we will have to get some eggs and things like that, but we'll have to collect them free range out in the open field. And then of course, the last rule, number 6, is once again, don't die, because it's pretty self-explanatory. All right, so that's 3 trees I cut down. So I've got 3 saplings with me now. There's 2. I saw a third one. Is there another one? All right, so I can plant at least 1 here for replacement. I did take down a couple of trees over here. And they didn't come down with anything because they're attached to these other trees. But let's see, I've got 1 other one here. We can plant that one. So I need to find... so I guess I have to actually cut down another tree just so I can get enough saplings to plant 2 more. This is going to be an interesting rule. All right, I guess if we're going to be doing the humane thing, that means I need to be able to let you guys out of here so you can get up and roam around freely, isn't it? There you go. Now you got some pathfinding. You probably can find your way out of there. Come on. Come on. You can get out of there now. All right, I still have to find 1 more sapling. Oh my gosh, the night's coming. This is not good. I don't have any food yet. This is not a good start to the day. Oh, this could be trouble. The first night is always the hardest. I think the best thing for me to do is to probably dig in and just sit quietly for 10 minutes or so. This is terrible. At least I won't make you watch it with me. Sit in the dark. Burrow into a hole. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna be safe. Bye. All right, I guess if I'm gonna be stuck in here, the least I could do is go ahead and get a little bit of work done while I'm waiting. So the first thing I think we're probably gonna need is what? I don't have enough coal. Oh, I heard cobble. I used my cobble. I guess we're gonna dig down a little bit so we can get a furnace going. And with that, I think I can make a little bit of coal. Ooh, let's make sure there's nothing creepy down there. I think we're okay. We're gonna let a little water in here, but that's all right. Let's use some wood to block me off. That should be enough for a furnace. And then with that, we can at least make a little bit of coal with that. I think I just need that. The other way around. Oh, great. There's a skeleton. Are you gonna be able to shoot me through there? Probably is. Let's do that. There we go. And at least I'm lit in here and safe. While your skeleton's outside trying to kill me. Ah, hope he's not there in the morning. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. He's still out there. I can't sleep. The sun's starting to come up. I haven't heard the skeleton in a while, so hopefully I'm safe now, but I'm not quite sure. Okay, where is he? Okay, he's not here. He's right there. Okay, let's just not go over there. What do you say? All right, we are, well, I'm hoping that we got a little bit of wheat that's growing over here. It's not grown up enough to get wheat. It still seeds over there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for food. The good thing about Minecraft is that you can't actually starve to death. So it might slow me down a considerable amount if I'm walking around with only 3 hearts. So we're just not going to sprint for a little while, and I'm going to hope I'm not going to run into any deep holes. And I've been running around all this time living in a hole. And there's a village right there. I'm pretty close to spawn. Spawn's like right here somewhere. Oh, look at that. Look at those. I wish I had zoom, but I don't have Optifine. I can get a mod that has zoom on it, but I decided that I'm going to wait until I can actually build a telescope or a spyglass. So that makes it more fun for this. But look at this. We got a village. Well, this solves a lot of my problems. There's not any drown down here. Right, I can run now because I've got wheat, and I can use wheat to make bread. Sorry, villagers, I'm gonna have to borrow a little of this. All right, well, with this village to explore and its resources to borrow, because we're not going to pillage the resources here, we're just gonna borrow these for a little bit because I need a little bit of bread. We are going to take advantage of the situation. I was hoping to find a village relatively early today, but honestly, I did not mean for it to be here. And I'm sure that I don't know exactly where spawn is, but right there's the savanna that we spawned in, so it's got to be pretty close because we wandered around that direction a little bit and then came back. But the good thing is we have a lot of stuff here, hopefully. So we're going to explore really quick the village, see what we've got. Probably try and trap some of these villagers. I mean, put the villagers someplace safe so that no one can come harm you. And this will be great because now we're going to be able to do what I really wanted to do today, which was to create a day 1, or in this case, week 1, I guess, day 2, or this could take me a couple of days in game to build it, but an iron farm. I want an iron farm day 1, essentially, in this game. And that's going to solve me a lot of trouble. We might have to cheese this particular guy so we can borrow some of his buckets, or borrow some of his ingots to make some buckets. But first thing, let's go ahead and explore the village a little bit. I take that back. First thing, let's make a little home, little hidey hole here, and get some food made because I'm going to not be able to move very fast here if I don't take care of the food source. The first thing I need to do in preparation for the iron farm is to make a spot where all the villagers can be safe. So I spent some time collecting wood and making fences to expand the paddock in the middle of the village. Then I collect all the beds from each of the houses so that the villagers have no place to sleep at night, so that after I expand the paddock and make room, I can place all the beds in there, and then the villagers will pathfind their way there when the next night comes. I also grab all the workstations and place them in the paddock in the hopes that the villagers will congregate there during the day. Now, one of the things that I hate to do, but I do need to do, and we made this rule, is that I can kill mobs that are, what would we say? They are neutral, technically, until they're damaged. And I do need the iron. I need it for buckets and for things like that. Oh no, what am I going to kill him with? Hopefully I don't use all my... I don't know if I can punch him to death. I didn't bring enough tools. This might be a problem. Oh no. This isn't what I wanted. This is not how this is supposed to go. Cheesing there and golem with a fence post. This is not how this is supposed to happen. All right. Thank you for your oh, 5 ingots. That's good. That's what I needed. I might actually be able to save 3 for a bucket and use some of the other ones for a tool. That's nice. All right, we're getting pretty close here. Let's make sure. Yep, they're all going to bed. Let's make sure this is lit up pretty well right in here. And I might have to kick somebody out of bed to make sure that I can sleep, because I have to make sure that I sleep as well. Because I don't want to die. And look, there's 1 bed left, just perfect. We're gonna make sure we're safe. Everybody's happily in. And there we go. That worked really well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your new temporary home. It looks like one guy got trapped outside. We'll make sure and try and get him in as well. But welcome to your new temporary home here. This is really important that we keep you guys safe for the time being, and then we'll be able to have a partnership in the future. And look, there's another iron golem here, so I can get more iron ingots. This is good. I need more iron ingots. That's why we're going to build an iron farm together. And now we can go find a little spot to build the iron farm. Now, the reason I wanted to do it in a village is that, of course, it's easy access to the villagers. And I thought it would be fun to try and do this on like day one. And probably the easiest place to do it is in a village because of the access to the villagers. And we can use the trick with the beds like I just showed you to actually get them down into the right spot in the village. The hard part is going to be getting a zombie that will be holding on to something. Like I can drop a item in front of them, and as long as they pick it up, then they will not despawn. The challenge in a hardcore world is making sure that you have a zombie that will do that and not kill you while you're trying to get him down in the right spot. So, but I think I've been looking around a little bit. I feel like this is a good spot. I want to make sure it's far enough away from the villagers that we currently have, the beds over there. And I think we only need them like maybe like 32 blocks or something like that. So 16 by 16. And I think we're far enough over in here. And what I don't know for sure is that I did find my spawn spot, which is back over there. This may actually be in the spawn chunks. I'm not sure exactly where that line falls, but it feels like it falls in here somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and risk it, and I'm going to build it right here. So the first thing I need to do is, of course, excavate out this entire area so that I have an area that's big enough. And the one thing we're also going to do, I do have my mini HUD available, but this is also available directly in, F3G is part of Minecraft. This is not, it is 100% vanilla. I'm not using the mini HUD to do this, but of course F3 and G will bring up your chunk alignment. And that's what I wanted to do, was make sure we were lining a chunk over here somewhere, which interestingly falls right on that corner. Let's go ahead and mark this corner over here, which is that. We'll mark this corner over here, which is that it right there? Yep, that's it right there. That's that corner. We'll need to clean these guys out. And the other corner is right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically clean this entire area out, make sure we have a nice flat spot right here to build it. And then we'll use the fence posts around it to be able to close this in, make sure it's safe. And we'll be back in just a minute after that's done. Now that we have that 2x2 hole in the center, we can expand it out 4 blocks in each direction to make a 10x10 hole 1 block deep. Once that's done, we can dig down 3 more blocks to make a 10x10x4 hole where all the iron golems will be able to spawn. This is actually just a bit bigger than it needs to be, but I wanted to make sure that I'm increasing the spawn chances just a little bit, and plus I'll be adding in a block along the edges to decorate it in a future episode. Good morning, day 6 here in the hardcore world, and we have the iron farm dug out and ready to go. I'm not sure how you got in here, buddy. But nevertheless, we got a cow in here now, and if he falls in and he dies to the lava blade, it's not my fault. I didn't do it. But anyway, we have the farm dug out and ready to go. We have the place where the lava blade's going to go, so we're going to have to go find lava somewhere. Then that's going to be the thing that's probably going to maybe take this past a week. I was hoping to have this up and running by the end of day 7. I think it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to do that, considering we only have one more night to get a zombie. So what we need to do really quickly is dig down and find a spot to be able to get the villagers down into the center of this, just underneath that bottom floor right there. We'll have another spot for the zombie to be down there as well. But first we need to get the villagers over here, but I got to get this prepped. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig down right here and then out to the middle and see if I can find the perfect spot for our little villagers to have a new home. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which means this should be the middle 4 square in the center. Let's see, so let's go ahead and put in something special here so I just know it's in the right spot. And this should be our center where we're going to be ready to go from here. And so now we're in this spot. Let's go ahead and put up a torch so it's a little bit easier to see down here. This does need to be 3 high, and we need enough room for 2 beds on either side, or 1 bed on either side, I'm sorry. And so I have a bed right here and a bed right there. We need to go back this way, one more. And this will be the spot for the second bed. We're going to clean this out a little bit. And then what we're going to do is make a little spot for the zombie to sit. This is where our villagers are going to go, right here. We'll just put that there for right now. Once they get in and they go to bed, we can close it up. It won't be a problem. And then our zombie is going to be sitting right in here. We'll go ahead and put a couple of pieces of dirt right there. And then I'm going to need to do like a little tunnel or something where I can have him chase me around and get back in the right spot. And then I can close him in behind me. So we'll go to like right here. There we go. And we'll clean out one more back. And then this is where our iron is going to be falling down, is right here on top of us. So we'll end up putting on some hoppers and a couple of chests or something right here. But then this is where our zombie is going to go. So we need to have him come down the stairs with us. He'll chase us. We'll go around here. He'll chase us in. And then I'll be able to close him back behind there and close him back behind there. And he should be good to go. So let's go fetch a couple of beds and we'll be ready for the villagers. All right, these guys are being a little finicky for some reason. I have no idea why. So let's come down here and place a bed right there. And hopefully that will get at least one to come down here. That would be pretty handy right now. Oh, there's a cleric. That's helpful. Oh, no. You're not allowed, Mr. Zomboid. You have to stay up here. Although he had a sword. I wonder if that would have helped him not despawn. I'm not sure. So let's pick up these beds. Pardon me, sir. Let's go downstairs. Do I get that? I got it. Okay. Oh, there's already one down here. I didn't see him come down here. So let's give you a proper motel grade bed here. There you go. Start a sleeper. We'll place the other one right here and hopefully that'll bring the other guy down. All right, where are you? Oh, there you are. How come you're not coming down there? Well, let's get back and grab this bed then. That way, hopefully I can take him over towards me. There you are still. There you go. How about that? Oh, there you go. We got the little green stars. But I'm going to take the bed back. Sorry. It was a little bit of a trick, but come on down with me. Where'd the bed go? Oh, oops. Oh, good. He's going down. Good. Just keep going, bud. Keep going. Keep going. That's good. Here you go. Here's your motel grade sort of sleeper. We're good to go. Let's lock you in. And all right. Now we got these guys taken care of. Let's go get a zombie. All right. I've been doing a little bit of housekeeping. Gonna clean a couple things up. It's about noon on our 7th day. And we do have all 3 villagers are down below. But unfortunately, I did not find a zombie that would pick up something. I ended up killing a couple of them. And we had a couple of instances where we had like 5 skeletons and a bunch of creepers over in another area, so I didn't want to risk it. So what I need to do is I need to go find some lava, and the first thing I'm going to do is just look around the area. This is a good opportunity to explore a little bit. This is pretty cool that there's a jungle so close, and from what I can tell, there's quite a bit of jungle that's going in this direction, so I got to be a little bit careful in here. What is that? Is that fire? What? Oh, look at this. Oh man, I had no idea. Oh, this is terrible. Well, I don't want it to burn down an entire jungle. Oh man, I don't know how to put this out. I hope this is going to stop. I did not expect to find lava, surface lava around here. And the only reason I saw it is because the jungle's on fire. I don't know, if I unload this, will this stop? I don't want this whole jungle to burn down. It makes me a little nervous. Here, we'll take some of these cocoa beans back with us too. Unfortunately, that means I'm going to need a little bit of jungle wood. So let's find, there we go, like a small tree to chop down here. You're not going to pick one up? Then I gotta let you go. I'm sorry. Your application is not accepted. You're not going to pick it up either? Then I'm sorry. Your application is rejected as well. You cannot work here at Applebee's. I'm sorry. I'm picking up from you? Then I'm sorry. Your application's rejected. Oh, you did it. You took it. Let's take this guy too, just in case. You took it. Yes. Oh. Of course, there's a skeleton. Oh, geez. Come on. Oh no. 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 Please. No. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that was enormously close. And then to top it off, I wasn't even prepared. If I had gotten down there and stayed down there with that zombie, I would have died because I couldn't have closed him off. I didn't have the right tools with me to complete that task last night. I got a little bit complacent because it took me forever. Oh, look at there, I got a zombie. I mean, an iron golem. I got a little bit complacent with this guy because it took me 3 nights or 4 nights to be able to get this to work. So I was thinking maybe if I come around this guy sort of on the backside, because the problem that I have right now with him is that he's pretty heavily damaged. I'm afraid if I even hit him once, he might break or he might die because I'm on the wrong side of him now, which is really unfortunate. This is not as smooth as I had hoped it was going to be. So we're going to have to do a little bit of damage here. We'll repair this as soon as we can. All right, we got that guy there. So we got one more here. But what I'm trying to do is get him to come towards me over here. There we go. This is what I was looking for. And then that way I can race around. There we go. So that works if I can get that on the correct side of you. There we go. That'll work. Now I just need to get around the other side, and you should come around. Hopefully, I can get this in fast enough. Oh, dang it. Oh no, and I just put it in the wrong spot too. Shoot, this is going to be a pain in the neck. All right, we have this spot here, but now I can reach in from this side. And break that. Can I get him down looking at me this way, maybe? Here we go. This is, I think I'm actually in the good spot now. I'm on the right side of him. Oh no, I'm running around the wrong way. Ah, there we go. That worked. Get him around this side now. There we go. We got him in place. Yes! We should have a working iron farm now. Oh. Wait. Oh, no, I got him blocked in, so I'm good from that side. So let's go ahead and repair the damage I've got to this, because that's what we do. We repair the damage. I'll fix the other side here in a minute. Let me see here. This is exciting. We don't necessarily need to light him up, but now we just need to go place the lava up there, and we should have almost first week iron farm, but not quite. I'm sorry for your sacrifice. All right, let's go see if we've got iron waiting down there for us. We have iron. Thanks, guys. Oh, I didn't want that to do that. There we go. All the iron goes in there, all the poppies go in there, and the other thing I need to do while I'm down here, if I've got enough, is I do believe that he could spawn down here, so we want to spawn proof this lower area just a little bit. We'll go ahead and put in an extra chest or crafting table down here, because I will need that to craft the larger iron blocks a little bit later, but we could use that right now to make a couple of slabs that we can cover this floor with. And then that way we don't have to worry about him spawning down here, and we're good to go. And there we go. Woot. After a few days of tidying things up and getting some materials ready for the next episode's builds, we are now at day 14. That's right, 2 weeks of game time into our journey. Now, besides this arrow that I have in my knee, we have 3.5 stacks of iron in the chests, and it's about time to go exploring a bit. But in the next episode, we are going to focus on getting our villagers sorted and safe, and then we'll be reorganizing some of our farms a bit so that we have another good source of food. I'm getting a bit tired of gluten as it is. So I want to thank you all very much for watching my first episode here from the Tree Hugger edition of Hardcore Minecraft. Don't forget to leave a like if you've enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to be notified when future episodes are released. I'm BJ, and we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.